Palworld, a game the likes of Pokemon for its creature capture and battle system with a mix of Ark and other survival crafting games. For its base building, weapon crafting, farming, and other general crafting mechanics, this game has seemed to blow up, and for good reason. Coming from the developers Pocket Pair, the studio that gave us this simple, stuck in early access Craftopia title, Palworld seems to be more polished and detailed from their previous title. The game's development started 3 years ago, and at its base, it's actually pretty amazing, I have to say. Customize a character, generate a random world, and start your adventure. Now, everything in the game grants you XP from harvesting stone, woods, plants, and other materials to combat encounters. I like to pit this more so against Ark. Sure, it does look and have a similar premise to Pokemon and other titles like Tem Tem that we've seen in the past, with its capturing creatures with a sphere ball and all that, but it's more so Ark with its crafting system and base building. Awesome part about this is all the pals that you capture can be assigned tasks at your base, so while you're out exploring and finding new creatures, your pals back at base will be collecting materials, filling up chests, and completing buildings or schematics for you. So when you return to your base, everything will be completed and you'll have a lump sum crafting materials to continue building, strengthening your base. You can create up to 3 bases in total in the entirety of the world, with the ability to fast travel between them as well as other fast travel points you find around the map. There's farming, cooking with various different recipe types, and plant life. The diversity of the world is great and really shines. The world that's generated for you is different each time, and the map is massive with different biomes and various species to find and collect. With 100 total creatures at early access launch, there's plenty to do and see here. There's Easter eggs, secrets, different lore items that you can find around the world, as well as special items that will advance not only your pals, but you and your base as well. The mobility in this title is awesome as well, with the ability to climb anything similar to Zelda. There's even gliders that jump off high areas and traverse the lands with ease. Now, you level up not only general stats from health, stamina, weight capacity, and so on, but you also level up a tech tree. This tech tree gives you access to new craftables like weapons, tools, workbenches of various types, to different structures and traps, different things that will help you along the way, from different styles of farming, cosmetic items, clothes for your characters, bows, axes, different tools. And as we've seen in most survival crafting games, each of these have a different variant, so you're going to have a base model and you could work your way up as you find different better materials. So far with the time that I've had with this game, it blends so many different mechanics from different style games together, and I think it's done super well. From the way the world is, there's enemies everywhere. They don't attack on sight, but you can get clustered. Some pals are not aggressive and they are hard to capture, and it's similar to what we've seen in the past, where when you do capture them, you have to weaken them first and you will have a capture rate. It'll slowly go up as you throw the sphere. You're going to have the ability to capture these creatures. From a performance standpoint, I think the game is very polished. The graphics look fantastic. Playing with all the settings on high, my FPS on max, as well as my field of view maxed out, I've had no problems, no stutters, no crashes, nothing like that. Everything seems to work very smoothly, and overall it does seem like a polished early access title. I think part of why they have it in early access is just kind of generally see how it's going to go, because their early title Craftopia didn't do too well and it was stuck in early access and eventually stopped getting updates. I think they brought it into early access just to kind of see how the game was going to go, how the player base was going to receive the title, and see how they can work off of that. But as a base with early access, especially with the discount that it's at, the $30 discount, it's like couple dollars off. They put a couple dollars off on launch because of how much praise this game is getting right now. It is 100% worth it. Even if you put 100 hours into it, 50 hours, it is super fantastic. And I do see this game continuing to progress. There's so far 100 pals in the game, and I know there's going to be plenty more. Biomes are going to shift. There's quests. There's different bosses you can find around the world that you could fight. There's other players that you can fight. There's traders that you can buy and sell goods to, high level goods. There's so much to do here, and the game just feels super fantastic. And I mean, guys, the pals, the creatures that you capture, not only do they work for you, they hang out with you, you can pet them, they do tasks for you, they will help you build structures, they will help you complete bases, they'll help you do everything in the world, and you can equip these guys with weapons as well as yourself. So you're not just using bows, you're not just using clubs, whatever it may be. You can use assault rifles, grenade launchers, things like that. I haven't gotten that far, but I know that the tech tree is eventually going to expand and we will be able to access those different kind of materials and different things. You get meat cleavers, spears, you can get crossbows, fire crossbows, you get stun batons, you get muskets. The way it works, you kind of work your way through a tech tree that advances through the eras. Start with primitive tools and you work your way to more advanced firearms and weaponry like double-barreled shotguns, rocket launchers, rocket launcher ammos, mounted missile launchers that you can equip to your guys. You also eventually will have the ability to ride different pals around the world. You find pals that have the flying ability, you can use them as a mount and fly them around the world. Overall, if you guys are taking a gander at this game, if you guys are interested in it, I say give it a go. Check it out. It's super awesome and you can play up to 4 players on a server. You can make your game fully multiplayer and choose to invite players, choose to have players come into your match at any time. That's what I recommend. Just make your server multiplayer, unless you want to just play single player, but make it multiplayer. So eventually maybe your friends get the game, you can jump into your world and you guys can cross progress each other's world, because everything that you carry on your character will carry over to the different worlds. Your character will carry over to these different games and different saves. So you can bring pals over to your friends and help them out. Overall, Palworld is a fantastic game so far at launch. I know there's a lot of publicity on it right now. There's a lot going on. A lot of people are talking about it, but I say give it a go. I don't think this is one of those things that are going to get hyped up and it's just going to get torn down. I don't think the hype train is going to burn out fast, because it actually is a quality game. And I wanted to make this quick early access review to let you guys know that it is a great game. And if you're into this style of game, if you're into crafting, if you're into base building, if you're into kind of like Pokemon Tem Tem style, if you're into Arc, give it a ring, because it has a little bit of everything and it has something for different styles of players. And quick tips for you guys. I'm going to make a full-on tip video, but I recommend focusing on upgrading your stamina first. Everything you do in this game, from running, jumping, climbing, swimming, harvesting materials, building things, it takes stamina, and you do have a big base health at 500 at the beginning. So focus stamina, because a lot of this game is collecting materials to progress and do all these missions. If you guys enjoyed this video, drop a like on it. I'm going to be covering more Palworlds in the future here on the channel. We cover plenty of stuff. I just love playing games. I love being positive. I like being very transparent and putting reviews and things out there from my point of view. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys got in Palworld, how you guys interested in it. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. And as always, guys, stay happy, stay hyped, and have a beautiful day.